how about we in this space have our own way of introducing our video? Welcome to Eileen Connects. Hi you guys, thank you for tuning into this channel. Welcome again guys to another beautiful video, Nzuri Kinoma. Anyways, so you guys, today I'm going to discuss things that I have definitely left in 2021, or in other words, I'm not gonna do this in 2022. There are like 10 things that I have definitely left for 2021, and I thought they're going to also resonate to some of you. You sit and you reflect and check whether it makes sense to leave these things as well, or you grab some lesson out of that. So before I continue with the video, if you have watched from where I started until now, like from the beginning of the video, when you clicked on the video and you have actually not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Let me jump directly to the videos. Guys, I have like 10 things that I've actually sat down intentionally, reflected on how I was doing everything, not really everything, like reflected on how I was doing my things, or how people used to do these things to me back in 2021, and I said, no, I'm not gonna do that again in 2021. So number one of the things that I'm actually not going to, okay guys, of course there are so many things that I've also I couldn't put them all of them here because of the limit of the video. However, also you can't, we are in the process, we evolve every day, so you can't say straight away I'm gonna stop this immediately, but I'm gonna make an effort to at least avoid this behavior, or at least stop this behavior, stop people from doing this to me. So I'm gonna be a work in process. That's a good way of saying it. I'm gonna be a work in process to avoid these things that I'm gonna say. So number one, hello, how are you? How have you been? I'm fine. What about you? What are you doing? Guys, I think at some point I have been doing that, texting people. If maybe I haven't talked to you for a long time, and a way of getting into into the flow of the conversation, I would definitely do hello, how are you? It is fine to know how really these people are. You want to know, but the point is, are you really intending to know how they're doing, or you're just doing this because it is also it's just the way of how to greet people before you start the conversation. So hello, how are you? I don't want to entertain that unless I am intending to know how you are really doing. Rather, I'll just go straight to the point. I actually greet, but not with the how are yous, and yeah, or the other way around, just texting and just that hello, hi, hello, how are you? How have you been? Then it's just an empty conversation. You continue doing that, and it is that tiresome. So if there's gonna be someone in my cycle entertaining that, at least I'll try to change the conversation and make it straight, because at some point I know you don't really care whether I am okay, or I'm fine, or I'm not okay. Yeah. Another thing that I am actually going to leave, this is definitely I am living in I have left actually already in 2021, is going for shopping, buying things of color gray, black, light blue. Guys, I have so much outfits, a lot of them in these three colors: gray, white, not so much, black, dark blue. And every time I go shopping, I just find myself, even not intentionally, buying that stuff. It really bothers me. I just don't like this habit. So what I have done actually to stop this habit, I have now created my color pattern from Pinterest and downloaded it. I have it on my gallery in my phone. So every time I want to buy something, I go back to my the pattern of colors that I have selected because I liked them, and see whether that particular cloth is falling in that pattern. Or for example, if I'm going to do a kitenge, like to take African print to a kitenge, I actually check whether is this color already existing in my pattern. So that way I'm going to avoid buying things that are similar colors. So somehow it's gonna look like you don't have things while you actually have things, but they just look the same color. It is crazy. And then most of the colors that I've selected, they are pretty much like not very much there. So if now I am going to buy something, it's going to be intentional. So for example, look at this color, like yellow. Now I want to buy more brighter colors. And look at this color. So I have a lot of this color and I don't like it. Yeah. So I am going to leave that in, like in 22, I'm not buying the same colors of things every now and then. Another thing that I am actually going to leave, the things that I am not doing in 2022, guys, charging my electronics in the morning. I used to do this when I was back in Poland, because you are very much assured there's not going to be any power cut. Actually, I have never experienced any power cut in Poland, and I think also in Europe that's not the case there. But in Africa, in Tanzania, you are going to definitely experience power cuts, maybe at least thrice a month. And in the past like 3 weeks, it happened. Like in a week, you could have a power cut in the morning, and the whole day you don't have electricity, so you have to go, especially if now I am working, I'm like working and studying at home, it is very difficult. So that way I am going, like I have gotten my lesson. I don't definitely, like every time when I go to bed, I make sure if it's my laptop, my iPad, my camera, my phone, everything that is using power is plugged in power to be charged. And in the morning, everything is at 100. So I don't start at 0, because usually I'm either at 1% or 2%, especially my phone. And also, it's just not convenient. So I have left that behind in 2021. In 2022, we are doing things differently. Guys, another thing, very this resonates to me, and I know somehow it's gonna resonate with most of you. Procrastination and working on deadlines. It's just 2 days ago I had a final presentation, and we were given that task for maybe I would say we were given since in October, before we went for holidays in Christmas, and the deadline was on 12th of January. I kept reminding, because I kept the reminder. I knew I'm just gonna do it, let me finish my holidays, and it's very easy. It's just writing a 5 pages paper and then have the presentation for that. On the 1st of January, things came up. Usually what happens on your deadline, when the deadline is approaching, you'll find that you're gonna have either an emergency, you're gonna have either something that to destroy whatever deadline that you have to accomplish on that day. So I ended up working, sleeping early on that day, a day before the deadline, and wake up in the midnight and continue working until 4 a.m. to have that done. And then the next morning, very early, waking up tired, it's just so much draining, and it's just not a good value. It's not a good habit. So what I'm trying now to learn is, I know I have deadlines coming, a lot of things that are on deadline, especially on my school. I am trying to learn to work now and not wait until this thing is needed tomorrow, because it is not a good habit. Also in simple things maybe cleaning your dining area or washing dishes, and you have that in your list, top of the list for your day, but you will just start scrolling on your phone, answering messages and blah 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 blah, and it is 3 p.m. you have maybe your class. It's just like that. So I am channeling my energy and my mind and the Holy Spirit, asking the Holy Spirit to help me never to let procrastination come my way. in 2022. If it comes, I know that this is procrastination and I work now. So like tomorrow or later should not really be in your space, like my space. Rather now, let that today is be that. Unless there's something very, very urgent that is going to, no excuses, Eileen. Procrastination is not my friend anymore. So I'm leaving that in 2022. Guys, I just hope the things that I'm sharing, they kind of resonate with you, or they've kind of given you a light moment to understand these are the things that I can also adapt and do. So like the aim of this video is just that it's not just that you enjoy, you also learn and you grow. I think this is also a good way of, you know, tracking your self-development. We speak of self-development. It's not just dressing well, exercising, anything physical. I think it also has to do something with character. So that is very important. This number 5, guys, I have experienced in last year so much, and I don't want to experience it in 2022. Doing everything self-care on a weekend. I am so lucky to have most of my time for myself on weekdays at home, because I access everything online, school, the work that I do, so everything is here. So I'm pretty much not like fully booked on like weekdays. Some of the weekdays, yeah, I have like a full day booked for what is very important, the priorities. But then I have a few days where I am maybe free in the morning, free in the afternoon. In the evening, I have class very late. So I think it's just something to do with the mindset that most of the things are done on weekends. So I find myself, I ignore doing my hair, doing my nails, if it's waxing, or if it's going to like do shopping. I just want to do them on weekends. I don't know why. And when I go on weekends, I find there's so many people, because I know people are working like very busy on weekdays. So everyone wants to do them on weekends. So this year, beginning of this January actually, see, my hair is not done. This is like just week. So I am intentionally going to book an appointment to braid my hair on a Monday, because I have like 6 hours in the morning when I am free. So I know 6 hours are very okay, for like enough for me to finish the whole braiding, and I want that to continue to be a habit. Same to my hair, same to anything that will need me to go out there and get a service and avoid, like I just want to avoid wasting time and interaction with so many people in a queue and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that in 2021. Another thing, a very important aspect in everyone's life is forcing friendships. As much as I know, we understand if you are in a maybe romantic relationship, you see there's any like red flag and everything, you are simply like, you know, you're letting that guy go because you just don't want to be in a situationship where things are not working out, but you're just there because you want to look like you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So I think something that I have learned in the past year and pretty much past years, but when I have become very, very much intentional, is to normalize. You should normalize friendship breakups. Guys, we all know how fake friendship smells. We all know how a red flag is in friendship. If there's anything in friendship that is giving you doubt or is giving you confusion, if maybe you have talked with your friends about it, or you're not comfortable talking about it because somehow your friendship is not built on difficult, hard conversation, uncomfortable conversation. So it's just that you know that they're my friends, but then you're just there because you just want to maintain that rapport or anything. I think don't do that again in 2022. In 2022, we are doing friendships in a good way. Like it should be quality over quantity. It shouldn't really like be how many friends do you have, or how many friends do people see you with, or how many it should be like definitely quality, like how many intentional, pure-hearted people you can really call like your close friends. And yeah, so I just want to make that clear. it is very, very much okay to unfriend people in real life, just not how you're doing it in offline. Unfriending someone is really not offending them. It's just that you have grown and you have found that maybe you are growing apart. Your values somehow like they differ. So it is fine to do that, as much as it is fine to do that in a romantic relationship. And yeah, as much as you don't want confusion and doubts, it is very fine. So there's a quote that I saw that there's a quote that I saw online. It's a Maya Angelou quote. It reads, "When someone show you who they are, believe them." And I'm gonna leave that quote in the description box down below if you want someone to get to that and use it anywhere. So sometimes in friendships, you might find you're the one who is, giving of much of yourself. Like, it's just everything is you give. If it's positive energy, you give, advice you give, and people are taking so much from you. So there is really nothing in that friendship that you're getting, rather is draining you. That is one example. There is also many examples. Your friends are not there when you actually need them, and they're just there in things that they know they can benefit. So there's so many friendship examples that I have actually myself encountered when I was a very young girl. In my young adult days, I celebrated many friends. I really liked the idea of having a lot of friends, knowing so much people, being known with so much people, and at the end of the day, there is no quality. So in 2022, we are not doing that. We are only having quality friends. It's okay to not have a friend. You can always be a friend of yourself. It's okay to first learn how to be a friend with yourself, or friends with your family members, and rather just having people. Yeah, I talked this topic with one of my close person and a few friends that I have, and they were like, sometimes, after you realize how a certain person act a certain way to you, you can instead of cutting them off, you can categorize them. So so and so are in that category. They're just acquaintances. So and so are my friends. So and so. So this one person suggested that you can categorize people and treat them based on that category. But for me, I think it's fine to just unfriend someone and continue living a pure life of knowing that you don't have someone who is you're calling your friend, and that's it. Number 7, this one, I don't know how to put that in a sentence, but in 2022, I personally do not want to go to the petrol station and give the petrol station lady or the guy 30,000 shillings and ask her to give for me that much liters of fuel to keep in my car, and then 2 days the fuel is almost finishing, the light is blinking, and you go there again 2 more days. So I want to intentionally, if I am going to the fuel, I am keeping adding a full tank. It's nice that at least I know I have spent that much money for a full tank of fuel that is going to stay and going to last longer, rather than going there every other day. My partner tells me about that a lot more. If I get 60,000 or 80,000, I know that is enough for my fuel. I would not want to use that 80,000 just because there's maybe a candle or something I want to bake at home, or ice cream. So I would take some money and just go there. It's just crazy. So I'm just not gonna do that in 2022 because it's just not a good habit, and it's not a good way of managing money. So I want to be also a good manager of my finances. Yeah. Holding grudges, that is number 8. In 2022, we are definitely learning how to forgive. If there's something that has happened to you from a person that you loved once, a stranger or anything, something that is not giving you joy, someone has wronged you or in any ways, in 2022, I personally want to learn not to hold any grudge. If things have happened, they have happened. I forgive and leave it for that particular day. Even in relationship, if something has happened, we just talk about it, we talk over about it, and the day turns, we're starting afresh. So this is how I want my life to flow. Like in 2022, I just want to attract positivity. I want to live the soft life and not be very hard on, you know, this one has wronged me, so I am going to unfollow and somehow not talk to them if I meet them. I have somehow been that way in 2021, and I don't want to carry with that. Life is too short. Life is very, very short. So in 2022, no grudges, forgiving very, very fast, and move on. Like, you move on, you go, like, because days are going as well. Number 9, comparing. Comparing our lives to people online. I have somehow, this is not really like my case, but I have also somehow found myself in a dilemma of if I am inspired or I am comparing myself. So there is inspiration. You see someone has gone to maybe, which country do I wish to go to? Someone has gone to Cameroon. No. Someone has gone to Morocco, and you click that, maybe save it and say this is also something that I wish I can do sometimes in the future. And I don't know, I'm also getting confusion on being inspired online and comparing my life to them. So there is so much pressure online, people showing a glimpse of the things that they want you to see. I'm also doing that, like, for the sake of memory, but there are people who are actually just showing you the best parts of their life. No, it's a few percent of people showing you their problems, their mistakes, their things, their difficulties, but many people show you the best parts of their lives. So you're here like me somewhere, and you're seeing someone there is like going very, very, very well with their life. The flow of their life is like, looks smooth like that. And in many cases, people are just showing you what they eat, what they dress, where they're going. Like, you don't see their life, like full life, like a reality TV show somehow. It's like so much editing online. So in 2022, we are grinding to focusing on ourselves, focusing on developing ourselves. If it is mentally development, socially, physically, we are setting goals and be consistent with them, and comparing ourselves to like who we were in the 2 days ago or a year before, and not what someone have achieved and why am I not achieving this. So 2022, we are not doing that. Comparing yourself to at least the people you know, they have inspired you, and you have the ability to ask how they have attained that way. But online, guys, don't do that online. Online is a completely fake platform. I'm telling you, completely fake. And it is what people do is fake it until you make it. So like, you're here trying to make it, and you're not fake. You're living your real life, and you're trying to imitate the life that is actually fake. So in 2022, try to avoid comparing your life with any other person's life. Very last thing is, in 2022, we are standing up for ourselves, and we are setting clear boundaries with people from the beginning. In 2021, I've had this tendency of shying away from telling no to people because of the fear of losing them. So if it's something no, I would pretty much promise, like, oh, you're gonna get this, I'll buy this for you, or I'll give this to you, or I'll do this to you. So like, I just like run around my no, but in a friendly way. So no is not no for me. Or even I'm getting very hard to just say, don't do this, or you're doing this in a different way, or this is not how it's done, or in my house, you don't do this, or in my house, I want you to be like a certain way, because you simply don't want to destroy the relationship. You want to maintain that good relationship. But on the contrary, like on the other hand, you're the one suffering. You're suffering. Your peace of mind is suffering. Your mental health is suffering. Your energy is used just to please someone. Your time is consumed just to so many things, so many costs out of that. So in 2021, I am intentionally, I want to learn from the beginning. If there's something I know I have to set a boundary, I am setting it from the beginning. thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found this video very useful. I enjoyed creating the video, so I believe you're gonna enjoy watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the video. If you have watched this video from the beginning until now, please don't forget to share. Like, just share the video. Share the video to your cycle and tell them there's this beautiful lady sharing her insights in the platform. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button. We should be here, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.